Finding out the who and the why has been a key story for us this week. We started to get our answers Monday morning. Luigi Mangione is who is accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. As far as the why, each day we get more clues, including tonight. Carla Holtz on the show with what we're learning. Carla?
Well, Jana, it is an understatement to say this has been the talk of the country. At the heart of the case, a young man accused of a horrifying crime, a clearly controversial healthcare system, and a life lost.
From online fervor to late night banter.
So many women and so many men are going nuts over how good looking this killer is.
Luigi Mangione has dominated our country's attention in the 5 days we've known about his alleged role in Brian Thompson's murder.
Which my understanding from
Authorities today updating the investigation and legal next steps. Mangione remains in a Pennsylvania jail, but tonight we are learning he may waive extradition to New York and not fight it like we first reported. Police also saying they're trying to get into Mangione's cell phone to help learn more about his timeline and alleged motive. Police also confirmed San Francisco authorities alerted agents in New York the wanted poster images looked like those of a missing persons report filed by Mangione's family. And police say there's no direct connection between Mangione and United Healthcare.
We have no indication that he was ever a client of United Healthcare.
As for UHC, the United Health Group CEO weighed in today in a New York Times editorial. Andrew Whitty first writes about Brian Thompson's family, friends, and colleagues, saying, quote, "We are bearing a grief and sadness we will carry for the rest of our lives," calling the leader known as BT a brilliant, kind man. Whitty then denounces the online support for the crime and suspect, suggesting no one working in this field should, quote, have to fear for their and their loved ones' safety. But Whitty also acknowledges the health system's shortcomings, saying it's a flawed design, a patchwork built over decades that lacks simple communication, saying the reasons behind coverage decisions are not well understood. We share some of the responsibility for that. And Whitty says UHG wants to do better. He says BT wanted to do better. As an Iowa farm boy turned healthcare leader who always asked colleagues pitching a new idea, would you want this for your own family? And speaking of family, the Wall Street Journal dug in on a mother's quest to find her son. Kathy Mangione had been searching for her 26-year-old son for nearly a year. She's the one who notified San Francisco police Luigi was missing. She was, according to friends, a parent desperate to find her child, with one Wall Street Journal source saying, quote, she would have done everything to find her son and couldn't.
And for all the banter out there, that is the hard reminder of how this comes back to the families. Andrew Whitty clearly wanted to share more about Brian Thompson, the person, in that editorial. And Jana, Whitty also seemed to take on the villainization we've seen of this husband and father of two by saying Thompson was committed to, quote, making healthcare more affordable, more transparent, more intuitive, more compassionate, and more human.
Yeah, it's been, I'm sure, an excruciating week for Brian's friends and family. Then you have kind of the life that this story has taken on for all of these reasons that we hadn't quite seen before. But now maybe when things settle down, we start to get to the facts and the truth that we, as the local station where Brian's family lives, should bring to our viewers.
Absolutely. It is all related to a family in our own backyard. So important to remember the humans involved in all of this.
Obviously, on all sides of it, yeah. Thank you so much, Carla. We appreciate it.